a map of Japan, a crochet hook, a coupon for pizza, and a recipe for success. These are the artifacts collected by the Oakland Public Library. All of the mysterious items were left behind in books, and now they're on display on the library's website. Librarian Sharon McKellar is behind the Found in a Library project. She was inspired by the forgotten mementos she personally found left in books.
Put out a call to other library staff just to see if anyone had anything they were willing to share, and was just totally inundated with other people's little collections of things they had found. So as soon as I realized it wasn't just me who had these things and enjoyed these things, it was an easy decision to kind of keep it going.
More and more artifacts were submitted, and Sharon has added 370 to the library's online collection, but she has a couple hundred left to add.
There are definitely some favorites. Anything that's ever created by a kid, I think I love. There's a drawing of that I call CJ and Dad. That's still one of my favorites, that has the dad drawn huge as kind of a devil with horns and a tail and a pitchfork and a giant kind of evil grin, and then this tiny little drawing that's labeled CJ of a little kid with a frown face. So I really love the way kids express themselves, both in drawing and writing.
The project is fairly new, but she hopes it inspires people to dive into books at their local library, because you never know what you're gonna find.
One person recognized something that they had written, although they themselves had not actually been to an Oakland Public Library, but they live very nearby, in a city nearby. So they're not sure how it landed here, but imagining that it was a note they had written for somebody else, and another person reached out because one of the sort of love notes looked very much like her parents' handwriting and the kind of notes that they used to leave each other. And her mother, and she had looked at it and agreed that it very well could have been a note passed between the mom and the dad, who had lived here in Oakland in the late 80s for a couple of years. So that one's really cool, and it's not a for sure, but it's fun to think that we might know who that came from.
Whether it's a stellar book review, a recipe, or a note, books are filled with mysteries, and each artifact is part of someone's personal history.
You just have a sense of shared space in a way. So even if you don't know what book this thing came from, even if you aren't the one who found it, you still have a sense that this is a person who is in the same community as me, or was in the same community as me, using the same resources, entering the same spaces. And I think part of why people are especially excited about that right now is, we've obviously been through a bit of a disconnecting time with COVID, and so it is a way to sort of feel a connection to people who you don't even know through these objects